Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am going to introduce Adobe Illustrator and its interface. Now let's get started. Firstly, what is the Adobe Illustrator? Adobe Illustrator is a graphic design software that is part of the Adobe Creative Suite. It is primarily used for creating vector artwork. Adobe Illustrator CC, the industry standard design app, helps you realize your creative vision using shapes, color, effects, and typography. Now, what is a vector? A vector is a type of graphic that's made up of mathematical formulas instead of pixels. Illustrator is widely used for creating logos, illustrations, posters, and more. It's not limited to print, but is also great for creating graphics for websites, apps, videos, animations, and more, with easily scalable vector graphics. Now let's check out the Adobe Illustrator interface. When you open the Illustrator and be greeted by a welcoming home screen, you can see here a variety of presets, a list of recent files. Click it to create a new document, or click this button to open an existing document. In this video, I'm going to click the Open button to open my old file. Now, I am reached the workspace. I am currently using Illustrator 2024 version for Windows. If you're using an earlier version, some parts may be a little different from mine. The current workspace is called Essentials Workspace. Here, you can use this home icon to navigate between the workspace and the home screen. On the very top, we have the menu bar here. You'll find all the menus. A lot of things in Illustrator can be done in several different ways. You can find what you're looking for in the menus. On the right corner, it's called Application Header. You can share document, search and discover, arrange document, switch workspace. For example, if I click switch workspace icon, so I can view different types of workspace here. Let's just try the painting. So you can see everything's look very different. Let's try the Essentials Classic and look at there and here. A lot of very different stuff. If you want to back to Essentials, just click it and back to Essentials. So now you can click here, see, it is in the Essential Workspace. On the right side, you can see Properties, Layers, and Libraries panels, where you can save these panels for easy access. These three panels bring together the controls and features you'll probably use in one handy place. It's available by default in the Essential Workspace. The Properties panel changes its content based on the selected object or tools. For example, if I select the text type, you can see that the panel displays options to change the color, font style, and other attributes. Currently, this panel is empty because it's in the Essential Workspace. If I click on Essential Classic, you can see this panel is called the floating panel, and this is called the control panel. The control panel has the same property panel. For example, when I click on the brush tool, you can see that the properties has been changed. The floating panel allows you to move out, move in, and position it anywhere you want. When you see the blue light, you can place it inside. If you don't want it, simply right-click and close it. If you want to bring more panels to the artboard, you just go to the window menu. There are many panels available. For example, if I want to bring the pathfinder, minimize it. Then hold the left mouse button and drag it to the panel. When you see the blue line and lift your hand off the mouse, release the mouse button. When you right-click on the little arrow in the properties, you can minimize or expand it. Similarly, clicking the left little arrow allows you to expand or minimize panels. Next, this is called a scroll bar. You can drag it up or down to view or adjust your artwork. Down here is for left to right viewing, so this is for vertical scrolling. In the middle, this is called the artboard. Now, we can see we have only one artboard. If you go to the window and click on artboard, you can see this is artboard 1. So, if you want to create more, just add. They have 2 artboards. You can also move the artboard panel. If you want to use the drag inside here, the artboard here, if you want to move out, just expand. If you think this is too big and you want to change the artboard size, just click here. Click the artboard tool, change the name if you want to. And you can make a preset with different styles. There are lots of presets. And you can change the width and height. For example, if I want to change it to 1000 width and 700 height, just type what size you want it and choose the orientation, whether you want it in portrait or landscape. Then click OK. Your second artboard will change, and now you can see the artboard size has been updated. Now you can see artboard 1 and 2. You can add as many as you want. This is the generate bar. You can put text to vector graphic. For example, if I want the computer to generate a beautiful butterfly, just type a beautiful butterfly in the text box. You can see it generates the butterfly. And you can use this image in your artwork. You can also generate different types of vector images. Go to text to vector graphic. In type here, and you can choose the subject, scene, icon or pattern for the vector graphic you want to generate. For example, I want to generate a cat sleeping on the sofa, so I type cat sleeping on the sofa. Easy. It takes time to generate. We can see currently there's no color because the match active artboard button is on. Just click it off. Now let's try the icon feature. The new version is a beta version. Let's try a cat sleeping on the sofa. It takes time to generate. So now you can see an icon feature has been generated with color. A cat sleeping on the sofa. You can choose anything you want. Now let's see. The next one, located at the bottom of the screen. It's called the status bar. displays information about the current document. Here, it can display the zoom percentage. For example, it's currently at 74%. If I change it to 100%, it looks like this. This represents our canvas displayed at 100% size, such as the position of the cursor, color mode, and other relevant details. Switch to Artboard 1 or 2. You can choose the Artboard Show options. You can choose the current tool, date, and time, or artboard name. This area is called the Tools bar, located on the left side, which holds various tools for creating and editing objects. In the upper left-hand side, you can see that little double arrow to make this go from one column to two columns. All icons will be grouped together here. If you choose the Toolbar's Advanced option, go to the window and you can switch to Toolbar's Advanced or Basic. When you choose the Basic, the tools will be less. The 3 dotted lines at the bottom, they are essential. If something is missing, or if you have too many tools, click on the dotted lines at the bottom. Example, you might discover a tool used in this course that you don't have. Click on it, hold, drag, and find a spot for it. If you accidentally lose a tool, check these dotted lines at the bottom. Here is called the Control Panel. It gives you options based on the tool or object. If you can't see it, go to Window and click on Control. You've selected, making it easy to access important settings and functions. Or go switch workspace to choose Essential Classic. You can see the control and floating panel in the Essential Workplace. This one is called the Document window, which displays the title of the current document. For example, at this moment, if you look here, the first title is Rose, right? This is the second one. If I create another one called Book, now you can see the title Book shows here. That's all for today's video. If you're enjoying this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to receive more related videos.